Hey guys, welcome back. You ever had a project that wasn't supposed to be a project that turned into a project? Welcome to today's project. That coating is, wore off out here and discolored in here, and all the center cap's discolored. It won't just wash off, you know what I mean? The easiest way to do this is just take a wire brush. This is my 98 Toyota Tacoma, and I've had it for a long time. Had 45,000 miles on it when I bought it. It was, I don't know, a couple years old. I bought it maybe 2000. So it's 28 years old, and truck's in real good shape. And I'll show you around here in a minute. But so the other night we had a storm. I thought, pull my truck in the shop just in case it hails or anything like that, And so then it sat here for a couple of days, and I come in here and looked at it. I thought, man, that thing needs cleaned up. So I'd already kind of sprayed it off before I brought it in here. So I got my bucket and I kind of just give it a little wash up. I ain't put no wax or nothing on it yet. And I got looking at these wheels. I'll bring you in here and show you these wheels. So right here's this one on the rear, and you can see it's like I don't know if they had clear coat or something on them or whatever, polished up from the factory, but that coating is, wore off out here and discolored in here, and all the center cap's discolored. So, I mean, there ain't much you can do to clean that up. It won't just wash off, you know what I mean? So, I pulled this one off the front, and it's looking a little better, but not a whole lot. So I took a light wire brush and I tried getting that stuff off, and it wouldn't take it off. So I got a little heavier wire brush and it started taking it off. And then I got some light sandpaper, went around the edges there. And anyway, it's got the stuff discolored off of it, but it ain't polished. So I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I just had this on the shelf. Don't even remember where I got it or what I was using it for, but I'm gonna put that in the drill and give that a shot or two and see if this will polish up. And so I figure you guys, let me turn you around here. I figure you guys like me, you probably got some wheels that need to be cleaned up or polished up. And so I don't know. I ain't really done no investigating on what the best way to clean these up is gonna be. I just kind of started, so we'll see if we'll do a little trial and error here, and I'll show you what works and what don't work, and we'll see if we can get these things cleaned up and polished up, and then we'll kind of compare them. I'll try to get one done. A little old roto scrub thing really didn't work out all that well. It was leaving swirly marks in it, so I ended up going back to the wire brush where I could just go straight across. We'll talk about that, and I'll show you a little more on that later. And even flipped it over and got some of that rough stuff off of the back. And then just took some light sandpaper, touched up some spots on the front there, taping it up here so when I clear coat it, don't get any of that on the tire. And had some old Amazon shipping packing paper that came in something. Just cut that up. Just use what you got, guys. Some paper tape and that painter tape's what I got around the center of the wheel there, that yellow painter's tape. So then we'll take and roll this thing outside and spray it down with clear coat, and holding it up like that makes it easier to spray with that can, and then laying it down to kind of let it soak in, see how it does. While that's drying, we'll come in here and take this back one off and get started on it. And I started moving them outside after this because you get a little bit of that dust and it just gets all over everything. I did end up having to go back and wash motorcycles and stuff, get that stuff off. So, just one of them things you learn as you go. But that wire brush deal is working really good. We'll look at that a little closer here in a minute. All right, we got this one dried out. It's been sitting out there in the sun for a while, and I don't know, maybe several hours later, because I probably went and took a break before I come back and done this, kind of clean up that brake caliper and stuff a little bit before we stick that wheel back on there. And also, if you see that box sitting there, I painted those lug nuts as well before we put them back on there. Let's take these center caps over here and work on them. That paint was just pretty much powdery on there. I mean, it wasn't just wipe off, but with that 600 grit sandpaper, it come off really easy. So just kind of get it down to the plastic and scuff that plastic up a little bit so that when we go to paint it, it adheres to it pretty good. And it takes a minute to do this. Actually, this whole process ended up being over several days because you got to let stuff dry. Took them over in the sink, washed them out, get that sand, dust, and stuff off of it, and dry them off with a clean towel there. And then take them over here to the air hose and blow off any residue and kind of dry it out a little bit. And then take them outside in the sun. They're painting them lug nuts there, and then those center caps. And then we'll take them back in here and see if we can't paint up the center part of that center cap. It takes a little bit of time too. Then I put a couple of coats on these. All right, here we are. Painting that Toyota emblem in the center of that. Had some little light, small paintbrushes that my wife used for stuff. That's a little better. So usually with this tire wet stuff, you just use that spray bottle that it comes in, just spray it, soak it all over the tire, and just let it sit there and cure in, and take a sponge and kind of wipe it down. But with that wheel still being fairly fresh, like it's been less than 24 hours since I clear coated it, I really didn't want to get that stuff on the clear coat, so just took a paintbrush and kind of brushed it on, and then took the sponge and kind of wiped it down. And it's a little too much really to start with when you got it on there. We got the tire wet stuff put on there. Kind of got a brush to get it around those knobbies on the side on those BFGs. Looks pretty good. We'll let that sit there tonight and kind of soak in as well. We had to spray a little black paint on the tub there, and leaf spraying in the underneath there, make it look a little better. We'll put the tire back on there. And got this other one cleaned up, got it sitting over here in front of the fan. And so we'll tape it up in one when it's good and dry, and clear coat it, and then we'll go on to the last one. Alright, so we're on our fourth tire wheel. Got it laying out here in the shade. Easiest way to do this is just take a wire brush, and you see I've got this cleaned up right here. And this right here still got the coating on it. So take that wire brush, and we want to try to leave lines across this right here, and we'll take sandpaper and come back around this as well. But that's a little bit wet right there where I just washed this off. It really works better dry. It'll dry out there in a minute. And so you're kind of polishing it at the same time you're taking that top layer of clear coat off of it. And anywhere that we got lines that ain't really, once you get it in the light, you can kind of see if the lines are running crooked. Kind of want the lines to run across this way, because from the factory out you can't see them there, but that's kind of the way they are. And when we clear coat over it, it'll look pretty much like it did to start with. Alright, so I want to show you this smaller brush. Got these from Harbor Freight, and man, they are nice. They're not as strong as those other ones as far as scratching stuff, and so like it won't scratch that up at all. But this right here's got a coarse texture to it, and so doing it wet's perfect with these, because it starts to bring out this gray. That's kind of taking that top coat off of that clear coat. And the more you do it, the less of that turns it gray. So it's pretty much clean and ready when it stops turning it gray. And it'll take a couple of times, but you can see what a difference it's making right there already. I got a smaller one over there that I can get in that very corner with. I'll get all the sides off as much as I can to start with. You get the picture there. I mean, it's really polishing that up good. And then once we get that done, take it in there and let it dry off. Then I'll take that sandpaper, and I could even wet sand it too, and polish these top pieces one more time. All right, let's do a little walk around on this truck since we got the wheels cleaned up. Got the shiny stuff on the tires. She cleans up pretty good. Those center caps, they look 100% better. Set out some light on this other side over here because it's so dark. Kind of make it a little bit more visible. Them center caps clean up pretty good too. So there you have it. 98 Toyota, all spiffed up, wheels all polished and clean. They look pretty good, I think. Put it in the comments. Is it better than what it was? Would you do yours this way? I'll give you an interior shot of the old Toyota too. Yeah, pull my paperwork out of the dash there where I could write down that we rotated the tires. She's pretty clean. It's got one spot in the seat on the other side over there. Bring in here on the driver's side. That's the only bad spot I got right there. Well, right there. Need to put a seat cover on that. Rest of this is in pretty good shape. There you go. 318,000. Turn the lights off there. Pretty nice little truck. I like it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week. Appreciate you coming hanging out in the shop with me. Like, subscribe, share. We'll catch you on the next one.